Ronnie O'Sullivan cemented his GOAT status with one of the most breathtaking performances in snooker history at the Saudi Masters 2025 semi-final. In a single match against Chris Wakelin, the Rocket achieved the impossible by crafting two perfect 147 maximum breaks on his way to a 6-3 victory. This historic feat sends him to the final and stuns the snooker world.
Massive thanks to them guys. Obviously the crowd. The venue's great. If you ask all the players what their favourite tournament is, they would all say this tournament hands down, just because it's such a great event, great food, hospitality. Can I tell you, it's superb, So as a player, you just want to stay in the tournament a bit longer and, just milk it for as much as you can, really.
Well, you've certainly done that tonight.
Yeah, and obviously I knew there was I heard 50 grand for 147. So I thought, that's worth going for. And then all of a sudden I'm thinking, I'll get another one. So I thought,
it's worth it.
It's just going to get another one.
What about we think of you getting another after that?
I feel sorry for Tepchire. That's what Chris Wakelin said to me. He said, Tepchire would be in bits.
I know, he's lost two tours of his 50,000.
So once upon a time, you're speaking to Jan Verhaas, asking what the prize is for a maxi in 2010 at the World Open in Glasgow.
Yeah.
Fast forward 15 years, you're getting weighed in with 147,000 as a bonus, 2/3 of 50k, 180 total.
Yeah.
Not bad for a night's work.
I'd have had a lot more 147. I'd have had a better prize up for. I would have had plenty more, but I'm stuck on 15, and now I've got it 17. I've just gone from 15 to 17.
Yeah.
Oh right, yeah.
We're losing count.
I could have been in my mid-20s if World Snooker would have been so stingy.
I tell you what, it's not a bad night's work, is it? It's not a bad night's work. That's incredible.
All thanks to Turkey. Thanks, Turkey. And Dr. Raquel, we love you. Keep it coming.
Right, I mean...
We love you guys. And
Did you enjoy it out there? Would you even say that was good for you?
Yeah, you have to enjoy it. I mean, I've got to be honest, I'm sitting there at 3-all thinking, I'm probably going to lose this game. I've had a maxi, 1-4-2, 70 clearance, I'm 3-all, and... He's a monster. Yeah. I said he's going to win a ranking event last year. I said he's so solid, but he's better than solid. When we say solid, it's a compliment because it means you're very reliable. But he's got more than that. It's a bit like Kyle Wilson. Goes, he's solid. He's got more than just solid. But as a player, it's very hard to break down. Yeah.
But he stuck in with you, even though you were hitting him with all the.
I know you would.
And he's like knocking in long balls and winning frames.
And you're just waiting. All you're waiting for in the whole match is one weak shot. Yeah. And he played one. I think he was 30 in front. He had the pink, and he missed the pink by a bit, and that gave me a little bit of like, okay, he can break down, so you just keep going, But he's a superb competitor, superb player,
I mean, 2 147s, we've got to take a look at the first one, and then we'll do the second one as well, because it was absolutely it was just...
From the first shot, I mean, and this must make you feel good as well, that knocking in those long pots, nicely on the black, whatever about in around the black, but getting those long ones to get in, like that, they're just such a good feeling, eh?
Yeah, I mean, like, if I'm potting a few long ones, I'm confident in my cue, and I'm always okay around my scoring, I can always sort of make a few breaks. Safeties, if my long ones are good, usually my safeties getting good lines, so I'm either poor long, not great safety, and can score, or I'm potting a few long ones, safety's all right. I don't listen.
There was one red you potted into the middle, you checked it off the side cushion, the ball cushion, and came down a straight line. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it was just a beautiful, beautiful shot.
Cheers, Ken.
Will you remember? Just take the compliment. Will you remember that match for the rest of your career?
Yeah, it's probably the maddest game I've ever played in. Maddest game. I played one against Hendry in Torquay. It wasn't even televised, but I think I beat the highest break 3 times in the final. And then you could kind of cover your bet. It was a long time ago, so I kept betting it that someone would beat it, like either me or Hendry. You could do that pre whatever it was. And I beat it 3 times, and Hendry had about four centuries as well. There was about 8 or 9 centuries in the final, and that was a mad game. He was like, what's going on here? 1 visit, 140, 1 visit, 130, all this business, and Hendry was doing the same. So that was probably the best, like, compared to that was on that level,
Whatever geezer it was who wrote that comment, he said you're going to get trounced against Kyron Wilson. He's got a lot to answer for.
I better send him a few quid. Get him a little holiday.
That's what we thought. Somebody else
Can you
said
get his
something
name?
that
Can you
before
get?
tonight's
Can you
match.
get the comments on YouTube and just send him? I'll have to send him an email and a little bit, a few quid on Revolut. Give me his Revolut account details.
You know, for anyone who loves a little bit of a stat when it comes to snooker, in terms of the history of the game, there have not been many 147s, moving him up to 17 overall. John Higgins second, Stephen Hendry third. It's the 222nd in the history of the game. Ronnie, you're also now the oldest player to ever hit a 147, and you've beaten your previous record by about an hour.
Did I? Oh yeah, yeah.
It is absolutely nuts, mate. It is. Are you flying?
No, I'm enjoying playing. You know, like I enjoyed my first round. I've enjoyed every match this season. I feel like I've queued all right. You know, I got absolutely trounced by Kyron, but I didn't do a lot wrong. You know, he was just brilliant. You know, so I kind of didn't matter. But I felt I was queuing well, and as long as I'm queuing all right, I look forward to playing. If I'm not, then you know, even if you win and I'm not queuing great, it's difficult for me to enjoy it. You know, because I'm not that type of player. I'm not very patient and like long frames and digging it out. I like to win with speed, tempo, and you know, if I miss and the guy clears up, great. You know, I'll just try and make a break in the next 2 or 3 just to make up for it. That's my style.
Matches like that, you know, does that really give you a buzz? Like, you know what I mean? Because you're always looking for the next buzz, aren't you? You know what I mean? Just like making 147s in front of the crowd like that, you know, really get the juices going.
Yeah, it's great. You know, I just like playing good snooker though. You know, it's even the 140, the 70 clearance. You know, as long as I'm playing good shots, good snooker, I'm happy. You know, sometimes you make. Like I made a 92 in the final of the Worlds, and I watch that back sometimes. I think unbelievable. You know, the cue ball control and just be able to clear up from them positions. It doesn't have to be a maxi, but just feel like you can manipulate the weight, and you know, it's just like. You know,
it's a challenge.
It's nice. It's nice when you feel in control. You know.
And also, some of the crowd here, that might be their first match of snooker. They don't realise how difficult it is, Ron.
They're a great crowd here, you know. A lot of people have travelled in from Pakistan and different areas from around the area, you know, and they love their snooker. And, you know, it's great, you know, for all of us guys to come here and play. It's a great tournament, and, you know, it is. You know, the atmosphere was nice. You know, it was good tonight.
And there was one man who managed to keep it just about in check. There's a Spider down there, our audio guy. Spider. He's. I mean, I don't know what prayers he said, but it worked. Ron, and just finally, obviously, we've got the final tomorrow. You versus Robert. I mean, that is a heck of our end.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to sort of for me to where do I go from there? You know, it's sort of like. But you just got to regroup, reboot, go again. It's a different match. Neil's playing great stuff. You know, he's a phenomenal player. I haven't watched any of his games. I haven't really watched any snooker this week. But yeah, obviously he's playing well. He's beat some top players. He's in the final, and he's just a class player anyway. You know.
And to go from final frame decider against Chang to this, it's bonkers game.
Yeah, 5-2 down, looking at and that. But it just shows you like one shot, one frame can turn it around.
Yeah. Because like 5-2 down, like. You look at, he was completely dominated, but you found a switch. You found something, an inspiration, and that's what you do.
I felt it was cool, all right, but I just feel like sometimes it's concentration, you know. It's hard to sort of keep that intensity, you know, all the time. I think as you're younger, you can kind of hold it for a bit longer, but as you get a bit older, it's really hard to keep it together, you know. No, it's tough.
What about Sonny Akani and his cue?
Sonny Akani,
what an advert.
He's going to be a busy guy.
He's going to be very, very busy.
Fixing cues. I think he's going to have to probably retire from coaching. No, seriously.
Yeah, he is.
You know, and maybe just concentrate on making cues for the next 2 or 3 years. You know, because he's going to be busy, and then come back and play in 2 or 3 years. He's a young guy.
Are you getting commission, by the way?
No. Listen. I'm over the moon. You know, John Parris has done great. He's made lots of cues for all the guys. You know, there's a lot of good cue makers about, so he deserves his chance. Everyone who knows Sonny knows he's such an amazing guy. So we wish him all the best. You know, it's good to share. You know, John's. You know, all the cue makers are. You know, it's like us as players. Ken will win the world title. I'll win one. We share it about. You know, we're just in the same business. You know, and you know, so yeah.
You going to sleep well tonight?
I think I'll sleep all right. I suppose the old...
He just won about 400,000. He's just won 400,000. I think he's sleeping all right.
It's been a good day.
What a time to be alive.
And if he makes another 2 147s tomorrow, you get another 147,000.
Really? Okay, well, there you go.
What a day it's been. What an evening it's been.
He's excellent too. He's a great guy.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, unplayable, unprecedented, unparalleled, but the final tomorrow.